Perhaps you felt abandoned. Perhaps you felt like you have been an orphan. But really, this whole time, you've been prepared to step into another dimension of existence called heaven. The weight of aloneness weighed heavy on her shoulders. All the subconscious beliefs that she was alone began to be felt. All her own effort suddenly felt exhausting. All the pain began to feel unbearable. This is the moment the Heavenly Father began calling his daughter home. My daughter, you feel the burden of carrying everything on your own, for it is time to surrender all force and all your own effort. It is time to rest in my arms. It is time to ask for my help. You were never here to do it on your own. And as you rest in my embrace, grace will begin to move your life in ways you never could. Trust in me, and you will see all will be made anew. When she lays down her burdens, she lays down her identity that was attached to those burdens. And the unraveling begins. Metamorphosis initiates. As her whole identity begins to shapeshift from heaviness into something so different, light. Her mind may doubt, for the unknown is uncomfortable. Although her burdens were heavy, they were familiar. But God calls her into the void where metamorphosis can take place. The void is where everything falls away. The void is where God begins to show his daughter the difference between suffering in the letting go of the familiar versus enduring the pain of living in separation from the Father. She begins to see that living a life in separation from the Father is far greater suffering than surrendering to his way, even if it means giving up so much of the familiar. She may resist at first, but God has already gone before her and is patient. God is not on human time. He waits for her to come to her own conclusions, and the metamorphosis can't be stopped. The heaviness and exhaustion can't be ignored. Things that once fulfilled her start to feel hollow and meaningless. She starts losing interest in things that used to take her interest and that she used to desire. As the metamorphosis takes place from the inside out, God begins to transform her heart, and so her desires also reshape. She may feel the emptiness of her life, the space and the gap which God is about to fill up with new life experiences. But first she learns to trust that emptiness, not chasing, not clinging, not trying to find her worth in the meaningless. In the void, God shows her how she was never alone. She was never orphaned. In spirit, she was already chosen and prepared to let go of the world, so to align to heaven. But this requires courage and trust in the unseen. God begins to introduce her to her true self, to help her see herself through the eyes of God, as a daughter of the heavenly King. And just like that, all of her insecurities begin to dissolve. No longer does she have to focus on her imperfections, rooted in a deep fear of being an orphan in the world, as she now realizes how in God she is whole.